is your First Alert 5 weather with Alan Rose.
News 5 viewer getting in on the action. This is Teresa Ward sending us a beautiful sunrise photo from Peyton. This is just northeast of Colorado Springs in El Paso County. Look at the sun coming up over the horizon. We saw a few clouds out there early in the morning and increasing clouds expected tonight. Now I'm going to take you from the plains of Colorado back into the mountains. A beautiful shot, the Yankee Girl Mine. This is located just outside of Ouray in the San Juan mountain range, and this photo is snapped by Michael Randall. Look at all the snow here. Snowpack for the state, by the way, still over 110% as of late last week. Back here at home, highs today above average yet again, and as expected, it was a beautiful end to the weekend. Tough to complain when we're in the lower 50s in the Springs. You look at the climatology numbers, we should be in the low 40s this time of the year. For Pueblo, 47, the average high. Today's high topping out at 56. Now we do a big pivot in the forecast beginning on Monday, so it's going to be an active week of weather ahead. Make sure you're watching the forecast here and paying attention. We have dry skies in the morning, but transitioning to a rain-snow mix for the afternoon and evening. That is storm number 1. We also have a second storm lining up in the Pacific that moves in Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday night. So here's the hour-by-hour forecast. Morning drive looking good all across the DMA. That's our viewing area here in southern Colorado. We do have snow out to the west, so if you're traveling through Park County, up across the Hoosier Pass towards Breckenridge, you'll likely encounter some snow pretty much all day long. And that snow is expected to advance east. Woodland Park, Florissant, getting some snow here in the Teller County High Country, probably around the lunch hour, if not a little bit later. And then it starts to spread towards the Palmer Divide. We'll also see it for the afternoon towards the Raton Mesa. Those areas are probably going to see the most other than the mountain ranges. And for the mountains, probably around 2 to 5 inches. The rest of us not expecting much. For the drive home, it does look to be pretty wet. Probably a rain-snow mix around the Springs. All rain at that time, but transitioning to snow in Pueblo heading into Monday night before things dry out heading into Tuesday morning. So here's the first alert, the impact scale for us. Monday afternoon and evening, that's when we'll see the biggest impacts, but just minor impacts for most of us living along the I-25 corridor. Minor accumulations, but slick roads expected for that evening commute. So wintry weather returns. Will be in the 20s in the morning, 40s for highs around the Springs and Pueblo, with temperatures here above freezing for at least the first part of the day, but getting colder heading into tomorrow night. And here's the latest snowfall projection map. You can see less than an inch Canyon City to the Springs to Pueblo. Rye and Walsenburg around 1 to 3, so higher amounts towards the mountains and the Raton Mesa, 1 to 3 Woodland Park, and a trace to 2 inches expected out towards Monument and the Tri-Lakes. Tonight's lows down near freezing for Canyon City, 25. Woodland Park, 24 degrees Pueblo, 26 in the Springs. And highs tomorrow, they're going to be cooler than today by around 4 to 8 degrees. Temperatures still above freezing. That's why it's not going to be an event that's all snow. For the Springs, rain-snow mix becoming snow by late afternoon to early evening. Dry on Tuesday, and then a second system into the forecast on Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night. Models backing off a bit on what's expected with that system. I'd say probably another light dusting to maybe an inch for the midweek storm. For Pueblo, temperatures pretty cool out here for the start of the week, and then a big time warm up on the way heading into next weekend. 60s on both Saturday and Sunday for the start of February, looking good. Canyon City, upper 40s to low 50s, getting a mixed bag of precip. I think Canyon City and Woodland Park looking a little better in terms of higher amounts of snow with that midweek storm versus, say, the Springs and Pueblo. So still keeping that 2 on the impact scale in those areas on Wednesday. And I've got the 2 in Woodland Park on Monday as well, which means snowfall amounts generally over 2 inches and impacts lasting around a half a day or longer. So could be some snow shoveling weather in Woodland Park, probably just an ice scraper or a brush in the Springs.